Good morning. Welcome back from the Art of Negotiation. Those are Moise Binji, and they have told us that you can be able to negotiate when you know somebody. So if you do have that rapport, it's more better and more quick here. It's a Monday today. How was your weekend? Some of you still have puffy eyes. We're going to speak about money this morning, understanding and diving into the stock markets. Today we are privileged to be having Mr. Norbert Chiza, all the way from Capital Markets Authority. Twagala kubanga tutegera investment ayimiridde etya. What companies can we invest in? What are the frauds that are also involved in this investment? Njagala mukozesa number 0746405060 gwajetaga mu Luganda eri 074645 sendika ebibuuzo ebyo tubeere nga tuyiga tubeere nga tutegeera awamu ffenna naye kati mwanirize in the business treasure. Good to have you, Norbert.
Thank you, Angel. I'm happy to be here.
Well, do you have misses? Because I can see she's doing a good job.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Mwami Chiza, weddira ki? Weddira ki? Oyina kye weddira, oli Muganda, or you just...
You mean where do I come from?
Yes.
I come from Tungamo, that's southwest of Uganda.
Oh, yes, I get it. How has been your first half of 2025?
2025, I think it has been very eventful, very productive, and yeah, financially it has also been really great. Yeah.
Wawatabaga boy mwami amanyi Oluganda.
Simanyi
Katonotono nkitegeera.
yeah.
Olunaku olwaddeyo mwami Norbert twagala kuba nga tutegeera ekintu ekikulu nnyo. Twalidde ku bintu bya stock markets. Ate the people that are watching us look at these things as though they're complicated. Njagala osooka otubulire ba Capital Market Authority kiri kiti eyo and what does it do?
Yeah, so Capital Markets Authority, it's the entity that is responsible for regulating capital markets in Uganda.
Okay.
So we do quite a lot as the Capital Markets Authority.
Yes.
We ensure that any company that is going to sell shares to the public, it first gets approval from us. So all these products, just like the ones we're going to talk about, like shares, shares, corporate bonds, commercial paper, we have other things that we call unit trusts.
Yes.
All those, they have to get approval from the authority.
Okay.
So we do three things at the authority.
Okay.
We regulate, we promote, and we supervise the capital markets in Uganda.
To make sure the companies are behaving well.
Exactly.
In simple terms.
Exactly. We do what is called checks to make sure that every company that is regulated by us is doing what it's mandated to do, or what it's supposed to do. But also, all these different companies that you must have heard that are selling shares. There, we have seen many companies from different sectors like manufacturing. We have sectors like banking.
Yes.
Sectors like the pharmaceuticals. IT we don't have at the moment. But pharmaceutical, we have a CIPLA, we have telecoms, all these different companies that are selling shares. We are the ones that give the approval for the company to float the shares and to sell it to the general public. But also for them to when they're coming to us, they have to bring what we call their specific documents they bring. We call it a prospectus. So that exactly. That prospectus must lay out many things, such as things like a competent management team that is currently running the company, that we believe at the authority should also be in a position to set the pace for the future for the company. But not only that, the financials. The company must have stable financials, at least for the past 5 years, and we must see profitability from the company. There are many other things like the risk disclosures. We have to make sure that any risks that the company is facing, how are those risks being catered for, and we ensure that we go through all those documents and we do what is called due diligence on our end. And soon as this is finished, then we'll take company to the scale. In the recent past, we've seen a number of companies. MTN, I'm sure you have an MTN line. Many Ugandans don't know, but MTN is actually a public company.
Yeah.
We saw it floating its shares in 2021 and billion Uganda shillings after selling about 4.8 billion ordinary shares to Ugandans.
Yes.
We also saw that a number of people that were actually dealing with shares Uganda. Before MTN listed, I think it was 30,000 accounts that Ugandans that had shares.
Yes.
Which is quite, I would say, sad, because many Ugandans don't even know that you can actually own shares in these companies.
Yes.
So, which is why I really like opportunities like this, Angel, where we can talk to Ugandans and tell them.
And they understand.
Yes. So 30,000 was the number that we had for those accounts.
Okay.
The accounts I'm talking about are not bank accounts. They're not mobile money accounts.
The number of, yes.
This account, we call it a Securities Central Depository.
Okay.
But for the sake of our viewers, we are going to say SCD.
Yes.
And if you have a mobile money account, which I'm sure all Ugandans have, or most Ugandans have, let me not say all, then you can have an SCD account.
Yes.
Once we got MTN floating its shares and selling shares to the public, we saw that actually that number increased from around 30,000 to around 113,000.
Almost 3 times.
Yes. Now, it's simple to open up an SCD account. You just have to go on MTN and dial *165 *65 hash, and you will be able to open up an SCD account for you to not only buy MTN shares, but buy shares in over 17 companies.
Wow.
There are 17 companies for you to buy shares.
Now, Mr. Norbert, on simple understanding to a Ugandan, this account,
Yes.
help them understand why we need it and how it will help them.
Yeah, so an SCD account works the same way like a bank account.
Yeah, okay.
It works the same way like a mobile money account. The beauty of this account is that it gives you a unique identity on the system where you're dealing in shares. So when you're dealing in shares, you deal as an individual.
Okay.
Okay? And this SCD account gives you identification.
Okay.
And when you're opening up that account is opened in an entity or a company that is called Uganda Securities Exchange.
Oh, yes.
So the Uganda Securities Exchange was a company that was opened in 1997.
Yes.
Because Capital Markets Authority was given approval by Parliament to set up. That was it, back in 1996. So when CMS set up, then they set up the Uganda Securities Exchange later.
Okay.
And it got approval from the authority to operate as what we call an exchange.
Okay.
So I know our viewers here buy food at home. They have bought food from Kalere.
Yes.
For me, I normally get food stuff from Nakawa, cabbage, onions, fresh foods.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever you go there, you go with money.
True.
So I'll come and I say, or you come to me and say that you want to
tomatoes.
buy. You want tomatoes. So you give me money and then I give you tomatoes.
Oh yes.
So the exchange, when Ugandans say Uganda Securities Exchange, they're going to now wonder, what is that? It is just people coming together to deal in shares.
I give you the value, you give me the money.
Thank you very much. That's how it operates. And that's like for every cabbage that you buy, or for every pawpaw that you buy, or maybe every onion you buy, there's a value that's attached to it.
Yes.
You're exchanging money for the value you've got. For the value of God. So the same thing with the exchange. When you go and buy a share of MTN that is currently going for say 200 shillings, you're going to get one share, and then you pay 200 shillings to MTN. And that share, how you benefit as a Ugandan is that the value of the share increases over time.
Okay.
Today it will be 200 shillings, and 5 years down the road it will be 1,000 shillings. That is the beauty that we see with these shares. And we have seen many of these companies performing well. I can give you, for instance, Quality Chemicals. Quality Chemicals, Cipla. They make drugs for the public and also for governments and all these different entities.
Yes.
In the past, since 2025 began, they have the stock or the company has increased in value by over 50%.
Wow, that's a big growth.
Yes, it's really good performance. So we're telling Ugandans that do not put your money in places that are going to, where your money is going to be stolen. Okay? You need to put money in places that are regulated. That's what we are telling Ugandans today. Investing in a public company by buying shares will not only give you the opportunity to gain in value, but you're also dealing in a company that has been pre-approved by the authority and is listed
to operate legally.
To not operate legally per se, but to actually sell its shares and to give you ownership in that company.
You know, we have had continuous questions here on the show, people asking, cha inflation,
Yes.
chivawa, chiretera, because to a layman, they go and maybe, let's say, transport you from Kampala Road, and then the taxi is saying Nakawa Banda Chereka, where they've been moving 2,000, now they're moving 4,000.
Yes.
And also in terms of the foodstuffs, where they've been giving you 3 onion tomatoes for 1,000, now they're giving you 1 or 2 for 1,000. Could you help us understand the inflation bit?
So for inflation, of course, inflation cannot be, you cannot control inflation. But speaking from a perspective of someone who comes from the financial markets angle of it, you will, as someone who spends on items, and I'm assuming that transport, you have to spend on transport. That one's a necessity. Every day you have to go to work, you have to maybe go to your business site, you have to spend.
True.
So how do you fight inflation? In case prices of goods and services that you're spending maybe in your household are increasing, or maybe it could be maybe a service that you get maybe every month or every year, whatever you pay for the period. This cannot be controlled by you. However, what you can do in your power is to invest in places that beat inflation.
That are safe havens.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because if inflation is increasing by 5%, okay, in a year, or maybe 4%, whatever the percentage may be, but your investment or where your money is increasing 2 times that money.
Okay.
You're going to be in a position whereby even if the expenditure in your household has increased maybe from this period to this period, you're going to be able to meet those increases in what? In the inflation.
True. Wow.
So how can we do that? As Capital Markets Authority, we are providing confidence in the markets. We're ensuring that we inspect all our entities to operate in a fair and efficient way, but also we're encouraging the general public, put money in good places. Angel, you've mentioned safe haven. Safe haven is just to mean a place where your money is safe, where your money can work for you, but where you don't have to, wake up in the middle of the night and think, you're waking up because you've had a bad dream about, hey, my money, I've dropped my money.
Even a notification.
Yes, So the only way you can have that certainty and you can actually have peaceful sleep at night is to put your money in a place where you're certain that it will actually work, and you'll even be able to confidently spend and not have to worry.
And worry. Wow. But Mr. Cheza, we are enjoying this discussion, but could you help us understand or paint a picture of what stock market is? Because when someone says stock market, they take it and they turn their back. Today we want to understand and dive deeper.
So for me, I will just go back to what I said earlier. The easiest way to understand a stock market is to first put the word stock aside.
Okay.
And first look at market.
Exchange.
Yes.
Value and money.
Value and money. Yes. I'm sure that Angel, you've ever gone to Kadere.
I even go here.
Or to Nakasero. Or it wasn't maybe Kadere, but you've gone to one of these markets to buy things. When you go to the market to buy things, you're going to find what they call sellers of fresh foods.
True.
When you walk to them, you're going to exchange money.
True.
The way the stock market works is that money and stocks are being exchanged.
This is actually in simple terms where someone says, sit in a stock.
Yes.
Okay, now it's getting more clear.
Yes. So when you go to the market, this market is not a physical market like Kadere.
Yes.
This one is an electronic market.
Okay.
Times have changed. Previously, you had to walk to an office or you had to walk to a building for you to buy shares and sell shares. But now you don't need to do that. When you go on your phone and you type *165 *65 hash, *165 *65 hash on MTN, you're going to be able to open up what they call a central securities central depository account.
Okay.
That account is an electronic account where you buy and sell shares from the same way you do in Kadere, the same way you do in Nakasero.
Yes.
When you have say 1,000 shillings or 10,000 shillings and you want to buy maybe shares of MTN and maybe a share is going for 200 shillings.
Yes.
You will exchange your 10,000 shillings and you'll get maybe this amount of shares after you've exchanged.
Yes.
That is how it works.
Okay.
However, something is important. you're not the one that does the buying and selling. We have what we call a broker,
Yeah, okay. Who's invisible?
who is invisible in that transaction.
Okay.
The broker takes a 2.1% commission
On
that-
every transaction.
on every transaction. That 2.1% covers for a levy that goes to the USE, which is the Ghana Securities Exchange.
Okay.
There's a certain amount that goes to the CMA, and then there is also the charge by the broker. The broker, as we know, we have land brokers, we have brokers for houses,
Yes.
for all these different whatevers.
Yes.
The same way in this market, we have what we call a stock broker. The stock broker is the one that will actually act on your behalf to deal for you these shares. Now, these brokers are available on our website. We have several brokers. And choosing a broker is entirely up to many factors. It could be maybe location. It could be maybe based on you as an individual. You might want to deal with this company vis-a-vis the other company. But all these companies are in position to deal on behalf of Ugandans.
Okay.
So, coming back to the stock market, buying shares is not as complicated
As it looks.
as it may seem or as it looks.
But you know, Mr. Chiza, some of the reasons why Bana Uganda will shy away from this are the terminologies you guys use there. And you're like, you know, the investment strategy, the
Yes.
landscape,
Yeah.
Well, someone is watching us and saying, how much money do I need to start investing in stocks?
Now, for me, I believe in starting with what you have.
Najima mitwalo 10.
100,000.
Yes.
Yes. You can start with that. You see the beauty with there's something that we call in finance, we call compounding. You can start with 100,000 shillings today. But every day you're adding money.
Yeah.
I know that many Ugandans actually are very productive. Ugandans are there, they have money.
Yes.
Money is there under the mattress. Money is there under the bed.
Even women, they go and,
There's where they keep their money.
yeah.
So we have money. The only problem is, where should you put our money? So as Capital Market Authority, we are saying, be conscious, put money in good places. 100,000 shillings is enough angel to invest in shares. You simply need to look for a company. The stockbroker does not have to look for the financial landscape.
Yeah.
Rather you don't have to look for the financial landscape and this and that. No, all of that can be done by the licensed stockbroker. I've added that word license.
Yes.
License is just to mean that that entity, that broker, has been given permission to act on behalf of the general public.
A valid,
Exactly.
authorized, and approved.
Yes.
Interesting.
And that entity also is regulated. We have oversight over it, over its operations.
Okay.
And from periodically, it gives disclosures, it gives information to the authority.
Okay.
So this is how we operate. So Ugandans need to deal confidently when they're dealing with this. Yes, 100,000 shillings is enough. You just simply need to open up an SCB account. When you open up the account, then you can be able now to look for the shares. You don't really have to now scratch your head and say now which share. Because the stockbroker will give you what they call a market performance report.
Yes.
It will show you that this is how the companies are doing. You just look for the good companies, invest, and then you sit back.
And they do the job for you. Well,
Just maybe another thing, Angel. I know that Ugandans here that are going to start thinking, if I put money today, tomorrow I want to get my
they
money.
want immediate money.
With shares, there are different ways you can earn money.
Okay.
You can earn money through what we call dividends.
Yes.
A dividend is just a profit that is paid to shareholders,
Okay.
but it is tied to the shares that they
More
have.
like a profit on top of your shares.
Remember when you've exchanged that value which you're talking about when you're talking about
at
the market. You, instead of getting maybe a cabbage or an onion, you're getting what's called a stock. But that stock does not only give you, it makes you boost because you're now a shareholder.
Yeah, true.
When the company makes money, you're also going to benefit. You're going to be paid profit.
Ah, yeah.
But the profit is paid based on, it's a fair kind of arrangement. You're paid based on how much you command in that company.
Okay.
How many shares
The
you have.
higher, the better.
Exactly.
The lesser, the little that you
Thank you very
return.
much.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can earn from the dividend, which is paid by the company, and that dividend is paid every year.
Okay.
Some companies pay, some companies don't. Now, what I wanted to speak about before the dividend was the increase and decrease of the share price.
Okay.
You can need to be conscious that when, like an investment, Angel, if you give me 100 million today, tomorrow you're not going to come and tell me that you want 200 million.
But you know,
I'm not going to give
Mr.
you
Chisa, we have a bad
give
spending culture in Uganda. The moment someone gets 100 million, they are fighting to spend it. I cannot comprehend.
that is it. So the thing is, you need to have what they call, I would say, a medium term to long term outlook.
Okay.
Ugandans that are buying land,
Long-term picture.
yes.
Okay.
When you're buying land, you're not going to buy land today and the next day you're saying, this
Like,
land I want to flip it now. Hey, I bought it 10 million, now I want 12 million.
Yes.
You need to buy and have a perspective to wait for the stock to actually perform.
Yeah.
We have seen in the recent past some of the shares that we have of those companies like MTN, like Cipla listed around 2018, but we have seen it performing over time.
Yes.
I told you just year to date it has provided about 50% return. This is how the shares are doing. Just last year we had shares like Stanbic Bank. If you bought Stanbic Bank shares in January, by December you'll be looking at a return of 40%.
Okay, that's a big,
It's a big return.
yes, a big one.
So I'm not saying that buy based on
the
hearsay.
company or what you say.
When you hear Mr. Barry Jekiza saying now, Stanbic did January, December, let me wait for January 26th, I sit down, I buy, then he said December, I sell. No. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
Wow.
We are saying that over a period of time, give it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, do not be in a rush.
To withdraw the money.
I would even say maybe 5 years. Over time, shares do well.
The longer, the more safe, and the bigger
Exactly.
the return.
Thank you so much. The bigger the return. You shouldn't be in a rush to sell because you need to give time for the company to actually perform. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're going to return back on the companies that people can be able to invest in. But for now, Atolaba, please send those questions using 0746 405060. Mr. Noba Chiza, all the way from Capital Markets Authority, is going to be answering those questions. I'm going to stock market, at a shares, at a dividend, at a value transaction, and he has given us a spotlight on many of those things. But for now, let us understand what companies can we invest in as you send those questions. Yes, Mr. Chiza.
Yeah, so for the companies, we have companies from different sectors.
Okay.
We have banking.
Categorically.
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm coming to invest, I have to have the mind
Yes.
that I'm going to invest in banking.
Yes.
Okay.
We have at the moment 19 companies. 11 of them, 10 of them are from Uganda Securities Exchange.
Okay.
They were approved to list on our exchange here locally in Uganda.
Okay.
And the rest are cross-listed. Cross-listed is just a big word to mean that when a company is listed in another country, it can actually list also here,
Okay.
and you can buy it from here. So we have many stocks.
Yes.
From banking, we have companies like Stanbic Bank. You can actually buy shares in Stanbic Bank. Ugandans are not aware. You can buy a share in Stanbic Bank. DFCU, you can buy a share. Bank of Baroda. And you can even start today. Just start hashtag of *165 *65# with MTN.
What if
And
someone doesn't want the banking and they want to have another sector? What sector is available?
the other sectors are there. We have pharmaceuticals,
Okay.
drugs, medicines. This one we have Cipla, quality chemicals.
Yes.
We have companies like Uganda Clays. We have National Insurance Corporation. You know, so there are many companies. We have Umeme, but of course Umeme is getting listed. So you might want to maybe look for other companies to invest in. When you cross over the border for the cross-listed ones, we have Centum. Centum is a very strong company. It invests in different things. You invest in it, and then you also benefit. You have Kenya Airways. You have KCB, Kenya Commercial Bank.
Okay.
You have many companies.
I think Umeme pulled out of the game, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Umeme pulled out. It was performing really well, but of course it pulled out, and it's going to be listed very, very soon after its process is completed.
Okay.
But there are many companies. We are saying that you can diversify You don't have to buy in one sector. You
Okay.
can buy in banking, buy in telecoms. We have MTN Uganda and Airtel. These are companies that we know very well as Ugandans. You know, buy shares in them, hold the share and wait for its value
To increase. Okay, so here is a question. Someone is saying, I am starting from scratch. Do I need an account? Where should I go? Should I call Capital Market Authority to start depositing my 200,000?
So when you open up an SCD account, it doesn't mean that when you open up the
SCD
account, yes,
in full was
Securities Central Depository.
okay.
So Securities Central Depository is just a place where everyone's shares are. When your shares are bought, they are put there. When your shares are sold, they are removed from there and you get cash. So it's just like how you can have like just like a pot. Money, things going there, that your shares go in there when you buy, exchange money for them, and when they are selling, the shares go out, then they get out. Now, thank you so much for the question. When you open up an SCD account, Angel, it doesn't mean that you're ready to transact immediately.
Okay.
You only transact when your money goes to the designated bank account of the broker.
Okay.
And the
The
reason
court that the broker determines
Yes.
now.
when you've loaded money on the bank account of the broker, that money is supposed to then be used to buy shares.
Okay.
Opening up a SCD account, however, gets you ready so that when the opportunity strikes for you to actually buy the share, or when you're ready with your capital to
Yes.
buy the share, you can immediately get the designated bank account for the broker. That account is used for the purpose of buying and selling shares on your behalf.
Okay.
That is where the money will go. Now, the instruction for buying and selling the shares comes from you, but the guidance comes from the broker. This person who asked the question said they are starting from scratch. So I would imagine they are not sure which company to buy.
Okay.
So there's a document which I need to come to, what is called a prospectus.
Prospectus.
Yes. A prospectus is an offer document which is initially approved by the authority when a company is becoming public. When MTN, for instance, listed in 2001, rather 2021, their prospectus was approved.
Okay.
The prospectus is like a storybook. Look at it like a storybook of a company. It will show
Everything.
you everything about the company, from when it started,
How
to what
it's
it deals in, to how it's performing, to the management, to the corporate social responsibility, what the company has done for the public, everything about the company. The purpose of that prospectus is to give a full view of the company, what it does, what products it offers, what services it offers, and also allow the investor to make an informed decision when they're investing in this work, in this company.
Wow.
So there are many things that are used for, even for our person here who's asking about that question, for you to actually get to know, should I put money in this company? The other thing, however, aside from a prospectus, is we have what we call periodic information that comes out about the company that your stockbroker can provide to you,
Okay.
and they will then guide you to be able to invest. Now, the other thing is, aside from the stockbroker and you yourself, especially if you're starting from scratch,
Yes.
we have what we call licensed investment advisors.
Before you start it, to
Exactly.
get a full light of what you're
Yes.
entering into.
The licensed investment advisor is not someone you're finding on social media telling you, you bring money, you put here. No,
Immediately scam.
these ones are licensed by the authority.
Okay.
And these people are professionals.
Wow.
I don't know how I can say that in Uganda.
They are
Yeah?
specialized,
Thank you very much.
accorded and asserted to for this.
Yes. They know exactly what they do. They will give you what they call a valuation report. That valuation report is very important because it will be able to show you a forecast of where the company is going to go.
In the future,
In the
before you
future.
invest.
And they are professionals because they will, there's a method which they will use to be able to determine that.
Okay.
Okay? You do not invest in a company on hearsay.
You have to get.
You need to be able to get a stockbroker to guide you, and we have all that list there.
Okay.
Then also you need an investment advisor. They will then give you a very firm guide on which companies to invest in, and you can comfortably invest. However, what I can say is that most of these companies, all of them, are performing well. And I know that if you go and pick the right shares,
Yes.
then they can be able to beat inflation and they can be able to
Be the
increase on
safe
the-
net.
yeah.
Okay, here's another question.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing Mr. Cheza. My salary is 700,000 and I save 200,000 per month. How can he guide me on my investment plan? Wow. Just short, quite many.
Okay. Thank you, viewers, for the questions. Now, for the question of the person is earning 700,000 shillings,
Yeah. And they're saving 200.
saving 200,000. So I would imagine what they are saving is what is going to be invested.
Yes.
Okay. Now, 200,000. First thing would be to as an individual, what is your plan? You know, you can save 200,000 shillings, but what is your plan?
Yes.
Are you saving to invest? Do you want to immediately jump into the stock market with 200,000 shillings, or you first want to wait for it to accumulate for you to invest?
But I think you've answered this,
Yes.
whereby, yes, I have the money, but first get the light to know what you're entering, the advisory you talked about,
Yes.
the report they need to give you, and the broker before you say, okay, my money, I'm putting it here.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that.
Maybe just to come back to it briefly. The first thing would be, if you're ready to invest 200,000 shillings,
Yes.
the best thing would be to first get a stockbroker. Let them take you through all the companies that are available.
Yes.
Then you get an investment advisor. We have many of them. When you go to the website of CMA Uganda, under supervision, when you go to the website, you're going to find a tab called supervision.
Okay.
So below supervision, you're going to find licensed firms.
Okay. That are authorized.
Exactly. Below that, when you click on that link on the website, you'll find investment advisors. You just need to get only one of them. My friend are one of the 200,000 shillings. Just get one of them.
Yes.
They will be able then to tell you this is how you can organize your money.
Yourself.
You need to make an investment portfolio. 200,000 shillings, some of it can go into shares, some of it can go into a unit trust.
Than
I know that
having
discussion
everything
today,
to one.
the discussion today is about shares.
Yes.
But we have what we call a unit trust. Unit trust is professionally managed. And I think that would be the ideal place for that person
this
to put their
person.
money.
Okay.
Because here, you're not now having to do, scratch your head to now say, now let me first get an investment advisor, let me do this. Once you get a unit trust, you just simply deposit that money there in a unit trust, and every month you can keep accumulating on that money and it will increase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the questions are many.
Yes.
This one is saying, is there an investment of 10 years? I think they're long-term oriented.
Yes.
It's there.
An investment of 10 years. Of course, we have what we call what we call the government bonds. Some of the government bonds are 2 years, others are 3 years, others are 5 years. However, when you say an investment of 10 years, the time frame in this case comes down to you.
Yes.
As an investor, you get to choose how much you're investing. You get to choose for how long you're investing.
True.
So if you want to invest for 10 years, in shares, over 10 years, when you want to get your money out after 10 years, depending on the share that you are in, you're going to find, over 10 years is a long time, Andrew.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
a long.
10 years, you're
Yeah.
going to find when the share has accumulated.
Yeah.
For some of them, maybe you might find maybe a little above your initial, maybe a little below your initial, but your money will be there. You can split your money over a period of 10 years. Don't have your money in one place. Diversify. Have some money in shares.
So that you don't
Exactly.
look at one source and say, oh my God, all my money is
Exactly.
gone. But at least others will score higher, others a bit lower.
Thank you very much.
But you will still stay in the
Exactly.
market.
Because I don't want to assume, again, for every individual you need an investment portfolio. You need a plan, an investment plan. 10 years, I can imagine some of us might want to get our cash out of an investment. So you do not want to get your money, you put your money in MTN. 10 years, MTN maybe has increased by this amount of percentage.
Yes.
But you're getting your money out prematurely, and then a year after you see, or 2 years after you see it what? So you want to you want to diversify your investment, have some money in shares, have some money in unit trusts, because unit trusts, the beauty with them is that if you want to get your money out after 10 years, you will get your cash value out, because with it is extremely low risk.
Okay, low
With
risk,
shares,
high returns.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, low risk, moderate,
Moderate
low to moderate return.
Okay,
But over 10 years, it's high,
okay.
definitely. But with shares, it's high. But over time, that high becomes moderate.
Wow, Mr.
Yes.
Chiza, our time, I would like us to close up in a minute
Yes.
with the investment frauds.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. In Uganda, of course, one of the things that the Capital Markets Authority, under our mandate, we have what they call enforcement. So enforcement works in a way that if we have what we call bad actors, we ensure that we crack down on them. Recently, we cracked down on what was happening with Capital Chicken.
Yeah, true, yes.
We cracked down, and we actually have that update on our website. We're able to start the legal proceeding on the people that set up that entity.
That kind of
Ugandans need to be aware about investment fraud, because it is real.
quick things.
Yes. We have what we call warning signs of investment fraud, Angel.
Yes.
These signs are things that will immediately be able to alert you that you're dealing with a scammer,
And the wrong people.
you're dealing with the wrong people. First one is unsolicited contact.
Okay.
Angel, unless you want to invest in my company, you don't reach out to me
True.
because you're interested.
Yes.
If I reach out to you,
There's something wrong.
have you, did I
I get it.
Yeah? So when the person reaches out to you to invest, then you know maybe there's a what?
Something is not, that's a red flag.
Exactly. Unsolicited contact. They are calling you off the hook, telling you put money here.
Yes.
The other thing that we have is unrealistic returns. Someone is telling you you're going to get 100% within 1 hour.
True.
I've been seeing these websites that keep propping up.
In our
I normally,
social media.
Yes, I normally call them dingy. To mean, you find a website which you can see, surely the person didn't even finish developing the website.
Oh, yes.
But the website is up there, it is there.
Yes.
Then the Ugandans have been putting money in some really, really shanty places. BLQ. All these funny places. Stop putting money in websites that are telling you 100%. That is just to lure you,
Yes.
to tell you now come in and put the money. After putting in your hard-earned money, you're going to wake up tomorrow, the website has closed. You have no point to work.
Mr. Chiza, I think
Yes.
we need to,
Yeah.
when we come back, we need to talk about the investment frauds, because Ugandans love quick returns.
And it's not a good thing. Now the third one that we have is high pressure sales tactics. Act now. Some of them even put bonuses. Put money. If you put 100,000 shillings right now, you're going to get a markup of 200,000 shillings. Then the next,
And they show you the chart.
I'm telling you, if you look at some of the best investors we have in the world today,
Yes.
like Warren Buffett, these people have made money over time.
Yes.
They don't make quick returns. There's nothing where you're going to
It's
have.
always long term.
It's long term.
And you know, Mr. Kiza, I feel this discussion is really deep.
Yes.
But so far our time is fast spent.
Yes.
But I feel we need to come back on the note of investment
Yeah.
fraud.
Yeah.
And it's been very lovely touching the light
Yeah.
in many of the areas and simplifying these you know what Ugandans call the hard terms.
Yes.
You know when you guys do your annual
Yeah.
I don't know, is it conference or
Yes.
summit,
Yes.
and then you're speaking about these big budgets.
Yes.
I just love the fact that you're able to touch light, and this is just the start of a journey.
Yes.
And I believe that next time when we have you, let's talk about the investment fraud.
Definitely. We'll be back to speak about them.
Okay. Thank you so much, our viewers. We want to wrap it right here. Thank you for the questions. And now it's time for you to make sure you get to the right sources, invest rightfully, do not be scammed. From us to you, want to say bye-bye, and the conversation will continue once again. Let me know if you need Mr. Norbert to come back again. And well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.